Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? So if you read the blurb, you know that I got lots of patterns from Amy, lovely Amy from Requiem Salvage, who I forgot to put her website up. So I will add the website when I get done filming. But first, let's address the elephant in the room. Last time I did a video, I had bought a new sewing machine, and it was the Brother LX. I can't even remember now, right? Okay. So this Thursday, Goodwill sent everybody who's on their mailing list a 20% off coupon. I'm going to take my glasses off again because this is an issue again. The 20% off coupon, right? I guess it's the kind of their Christmas push. So I went to Goodwill. I did get some other stuff, and mostly yarn. There was a lot of yarn, and it was really good. Like a lot of it still had the labels on it. Some of it was wool. It was good. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to go whole hog with the yarn. I bought a bunch of yarn. And I'm perusing the electronics section. And what do I see? Another Brother sewing machine. Right. Okay. So this sewing machine, in spite of the fact that it has birds and flowers on it, is quite literally exactly the machine that I bought at Walmart a couple of weeks ago. This was $39.99, plus I had a 20% off coupon. So there you go. Hello there. This is let me see if I can get the number off of it. JX2517. Okay, 17 stitches. Sound familiar? All the same stuff. So I took it home. And I knew it worked. And I'll tell you why I knew it worked. I was looking at it and I could feel the oil on the presser foot, the piston. And I said, well, somebody took care of this, right? It was dusty, but I had a feeling it worked. And it did. I actually did a project for my neighbor. She got her daughter a piece of fleece and she wanted it sewn into a blanket. So I did that yesterday. But yes, all the same stuff. So I'm not really going to go over it. Same stuff. Actually, I think identical stitches. I don't think there's any difference in the stitches, but you know, for $40 and 20% off. And oh, hello, Olivia. You made 4 dozen tamales. You're making me hungry. Yeah. So anyway, when I got the sewing machine, of course, I contacted Walmart and I said, you know, what do I have to do to return this machine? They asked me like no questions about this machine. They didn't ask me why I was returning it, nothing. So I went to Walmart and I got what I think with the tax, it actually ended up being 99 something. So almost 100 back. So I kind of saved myself like $50. Like I said, I did use the machine. It works great. Absolutely fabulous. The only thing that's missing from this is it didn't have a needle. I have plenty of needles. It had the foot and it didn't have any bobbins. So actually when I went to Walmart to return the other one, I picked up some bobbins. The Brother machine uses an SA156 bobbin, very specific, whereas my Janome uses what's called a J bobbin, and it's, I think, class 16. This uses a class 15. You can't mix them up or you're going to have problems with your tension, which is like, took me years to realize that might have been the problem with some of my sewing projects. Why I had problems with my machine and then other times I wouldn't was because I was using the wrong bobbin and I wasn't realizing there's I'm very skeptical when I see things like on Amazon where it's like universal bobbin. No, it's not. There's not a universal bobbin. Like the J bobbins, if you look at them, they're really tall, whereas the bobbins for this one are much shorter. You can almost fit them inside the J bobbin. So you don't want to, you know, so it's not universal. So met Amy this week, picked up these patterns. Oh, by the way, for this machine, I did put a really good tutorial that I found from a woman who was talking about it being a great beginner sewing machine. Totally agree with her. Another great beginner sewing machine. And I don't know if you can see it. It says, tell your dog I said hi. Okay, so this is a group. They have a YouTube page, a TikTok. They do TikToks. They do some reels on Facebook. I think they have a Facebook page also. And they're called We Rate Dogs. Now, the funny thing is the dogs are always good. The guy says it every week. He says the dogs were good again this week. And basically this organization has a podcast and they talk about things related to dogs and they talk about kind of dogs that are in the nudes, I guess would be the best way to describe them. In fact, I connected a video in the show notes below, and it's from like a day or two ago. And apparently this guy was making a delivery and left the door open to his car, and he's driving down the road, and all of a sudden this dog pops out of the back seat, and he's like, "Oh, hello, where did you come from?" And the funny thing is, you can see the dog actually has this GPS tracker on it, so he must do this often. But he went for a little bit of a ride with the delivery driver who took him back, but he was featured in the Dogs of the Week. Their organization, when you buy merch from them or just plain donate to them, they go to help dogs. They had a story really recently that broke my heart of a dog that was found on the side of the road who had been shot on purpose in the back. And they took the dog in. They got it medical treatment. They're merchandising, buying their t-shirts, and they have stickers and mugs and hats and, hoodies, all the stuff. Paid for all of the dog's care. Paid for the dog to get a little wheelie cart because he couldn't feel his back legs, and has now been paying for physical therapy. And now this dog is actually beginning to use his legs again. And he may even be able to walk again someday, which is a great story. And on top of it, he was adopted by a woman who understands his special needs and addresses his special needs. So love this organization. Love I just love the merch, because it's very me to be like, "Oh, tell your dog I said hi," because I love dogs. So anyway, we're done with all that business. Let's talk about patterns. So I was very shocked to find that most of the patterns that I got from Amy were modern and uncut. So there are a couple in here that are cut, and I'll probably be able to remember them because it's basically the ones that are vintage. And when I say vintage, I mean 70s and 80s, not 1999 vintage, because you know how I feel about that, the 90s being vintage. I got issues. So without further ado, let's start with the one and only See and Sew pattern, which is for like a cape, 2 different styles. Very pretty. Brand new, uncut. You know what? I'll just tell you the ones that are cut. That way we won't have to do that every time. Simplicity. These are, I believe these are for stretch. These are for stretch knits. Even though I think it does. Yeah, it says that they're suitable for woven fabrics. Okay, so both. And another. And I think, yes, this one's cut. Only a portion of it is cut. It's great. It's such a 70s sundress, isn't it? Can you guys see? It's such a 70s sundress. By the way, none of these are up on my website yet. I'm going to do it over Christmas. I'm trying to kind of like not really do much until we are actually done with school. I have a full day tomorrow and a half day on Tuesday. Half days are always kind of a pain in the butt. So, nice 1970s shirt. And here are the line drawings for that. This was also cut. And there we go. Nice wardrobe pattern. There were quite a few plus size patterns in here, which was nice, even though I wasn't really like, "Oh, I love that pattern, I'm going to use it." I didn't keep any of them out of this. They're okay. But a lot of them are unfortunately too similar to patterns I already have. Now, with that said, me being me, when I was putting some other patterns up online, it's funny. I think I had this one and sold this, by the way. I saw a pattern on another site and was like, "Ooh, I like that." And of course, it's a shirt dress. Because I was organizing my patterns the other day, and I have an obsession with the shirt dress, but I love shirt dresses. Throw them on, button them up, you're done. I love them. So I ended up buying a pattern that had a shirt dress. But really, I bought it mostly because it had a really fabulous white blouse that kind of wrapped. And I was like, that's really cool. Oh, by the way, this whole haul, I'll do them last. I'm going to do the Buttericks last. So many Buttericks. She liked Buttericks. Whoever she was, she liked Buttericks. Amy said she found these. Oh, no line drawings. Amy said she found these. She was at an auction out in Western PA. And when they brought out, I'll show it to you. It's a real live milk crate. When they brought out the milk crate of patterns, she thought, "Oh, Cybele would buy those for me." So she bid on them and she got them. And she passed it on to me. basic cardigan pattern. So I don't know who owned these patterns before, but again, no line drawings. Ugh. But they never use them. So I'm really hoping that the family didn't throw away the ones that were cut. That would be sad, wouldn't it? That would be really sad. A Sewing with Nancy pattern for another cardigan. This was super cute. I was very tempted by this, but I didn't take it. I think it's not my size. No, it is my size. It goes up to a 22. I have so many patterns, I don't need it. But it was just like nice summer separates. Oh, and then there was this pattern, which I thought I already had, but I must have sold it because I didn't have it. This was cut, so this will be up online eventually. And within that, unfortunately, there were a bunch of craft patterns. Now, I don't hate craft patterns, but I don't love decor patterns. Nobody makes curtains anymore. It's a lost art, but you know, they just don't do it. So here's one of the ones I got. I thought this was so cute. They're reindeer dolls, I guess. I mean, they're not really dolls. You're not playing with them. They're decor. There's no line drawings on the back, but pretty cool. And they're by, oh yeah, they're by, what's her name? Faye. Where's her name? Oh, it doesn't have her name again. I've had other patterns by her. It's Faye something. And she does a lot of stuff like this. This one I already have. A couple of these I already have. So you'll see that they're going to be similar. It's because we already have them. I already have them. Faye Wine, that's her name. So I already have this one. This one, interestingly, I have a similar pattern, but not the same one. And this is Wreaths for Every Season. Really cute. I got to say, I really like the Halloween one with the two cats. That's my favorite. But, you know, I guess wreaths are starting to come back a little bit. But, oh, look at this. There's a rainbow wreath. This was pretty cool. I don't know that I'll use it, but it's not bad. It's the, you know, the garment bags, but I like that it had this thing, which goes off the side of the bed. Can you see this thing here? You put it between your mattress and the box spring, and then on the back, it's just more of the same stuff. And then there's this, some Victoriana, which is coming back. Amy and I were talking about that. She was talking about Victoriana's coming back, and she's selling a lot of Victoriana stuff. And it's because, honestly, we spent how many years in just the gray doldrums, right? Every interior design was, oh, we'll paint the wall gray. Everything was gray. Remember that? Ugh. Yeah. So when we go through stuff like that, then we have to swing the other way into the more opulent. By the way, I already have this one too. And this one isn't selling. So now I have two that aren't going to sell. I hate curtain patterns. I really do. Here's more Victoriana. I thought I had this one, but I don't. Oh, well. So yeah, I'm assuming that's why we're going into Victoriana, because after years of gray, people want saturated colors. They want those beautiful mustards and peacock blues and the green that's got, you know, arsenic in it and all that, because they're heavy, deep colors. I already have this one too. But it was nice to see Amy. I haven't seen her for a long time. It was really nice to catch up with her. We had a cup of coffee, you know, your basic stuff. More dolls. Interestingly, I thought I had this one too, but I don't. I have one that's so similar. And I guess this was a series, because I'm looking and I'm trying to see the name of the person. It just says Woman's Choice. All right. Oh, I see. These were part of a magazine. See where it says Craft Magazine? That's why I have another one like this, because Craft Magazine must have done doll patterns at some point. And yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I know everybody wanted this bedroom in the 80s, right? But I don't need the pattern for it. And it's uncut, which is good. Oh, and it's got some transfers. Yeah, interesting. By Trisha Guild, whoever that is. We got this. I already had this one also. So some of these, you'll never see them go up online because I just added a second, I just added to the count on the website. Yes, these are those draft dodger things. I thought that they were for the plastic bags. Remember the plastic bag storage, right? But they're not. They're draft dodgers. You can see like there's one down here. You put them in front of your door. Oh, and look, more curtain patterns. More curtain patterns. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and look, another one. All right, now this one coming up though, I might actually have good luck with this one. It's a pattern for this quilt, for these baby quilt. And so what it is it's not an actual pattern. It's just directions. So interesting. We'll see. We'll see if it sells. It might. I'm always surprised when I sell quilt stuff because I don't quilt. So I'm always a little shocked that quilting women buy this stuff. This is just pillows, I guess. I was looking to see if this was a quilt also, but it's not. It's just pillows. Lots and lots of pillows. So that's it for the craft section. Now let's take a look at all of these Buttericks. She must have liked Buttericks, which I get. I like Buttericks too. In fact, I think the pattern I bought is a Butterick. Bought it off Etsy, which is so weird. It's like the call's coming from inside the house. Hot tea. It's getting cold here. Oh, do you just love this? When was this from? 2004. I'm surprised because this to me looks very 90s. Remember us 90s girls? We had these drop waist dresses, but really cute. I mean, she's got a lot of really good standard basic patterns. And look, something ate this. You can see it better. Can you see that? Is it Fred or Bob? Bob's the name of the mouse, right? And then apparently he got a little bit more of this pattern, but the actual tissue of the pattern he never got to. So lifestyle wardrobe. Some more stretch knit stuff. Oh, this next pattern takes me back. Raise your hand if you ever wore one of these out to the nightclub with your girlfriends in the early 2000s. When is this from? 2006. Okay, that's later than I thought it would be. But do you remember this whole? Oh yeah, the like lingerie camisole top, and then you put like a jacket over it and wear it with your jeans. And my jeans were like low cut. Of course, like back in those days, I was in my mid 30s. I was young. This is so cute. I almost held on to this one, but I decided not to. It only goes up to a medium and just, yeah. Oh, I love this dress. Not my size, but I just love it. But it's so 80s. When is it from? It's from 2006. It's another one from 2006, but very, very prom, very retro prom. This one was hard for me to give up. This was the one I almost kept. I'll show it to you. Look how cute that is. But since I organized my patterns this weekend, I realized that I have so many freaking shirt patterns. It's crazy. So many blouse patterns. Just so many of them. Great wrap dress. Not my size, but really great dress. Oh, it's faux wrap. Oh, cool. It looks like it's a wrap, but it's not. Nice. And the high-low skirts. Yeah, remember when these were a thing? Everybody had these. And this one. Oh, and this one. There were a couple patterns in here that I figured out paid for all of the other patterns, and this was one of them. It's like a $12 pattern. This isn't that old. I remember when this was out. Oh, 2006. I guess it is that old. But I swear I remember seeing a video where somebody made this. Might have been Liz Vaughn. I can't remember Liz's last name anymore. She doesn't really do YouTube anymore, but she used to, and she used to do a lot of vintage stuff. And then there's this. some just basic skirts, but nice skirts. I actually really like this one, but not my size. And then this, which, does this look familiar? Why, yes, because I just had this and just sold it. Now I have another one. So there you go. At least I know it sells. And then for our last thing. So I got one of these. Or actually, it was this one that I got, right? Okay. But I already had one of these. But this one feels like it has more pieces than this one does. So I'm going to have to take them apart and either make one that has all the pieces or see if I can make one that's uncut or something. It is, remember when people used to do this? It's kind of an old school thing. We used to cover our toaster, cover the blender, all that stuff. There were dust covers. It takes me back. I love this. It's the crock pot thing that keeps the crock pot like kind of warm. And then here's the casserole thing. I think my mom had this, like the casserole thing, but I can't remember. So I'm going to have to go through them and check them out. But that was it. And this will probably be, well, it will definitely be our last show, episode, whatever you want to call them, of the year, because I won't see you guys until the new year. I have some New Year's projects. I'll show you what they are because, we have the time. So one of them I actually cut out today. Here's the fabric. I don't know how well you can see it. It's just a purple t-shirt kind of material. And it is this pattern, which had only one piece, and that was for this one here. And so I cut out this purple fabric I had, and I'm going to make myself, I don't really sew with stretch knit. So I'm going to try this first. And then I have this lovely, this really soft purple flannel. It's not a cotton flannel. It's definitely like a blend flannel, but it's really nice and warm. And I decided this was a pattern that was so cut up, but it wasn't worth anything even when it was brand new. So I'm going to make this long one right here. And that is going to be, those are going to be two of my projects for the holidays because I'll have time. My other project for the holiday is, I bought fabric to make myself a skirt for Christmas. Yeah, I think both of these purple fabrics are really beautiful. I never really was a big purple person, but now that my hair is going gray, purple looks great. I had tried to make like a Christmas skirt. It was a couple years ago, and I screwed it up. I cut the wrong pieces. And so now I have this fabric and it's not really right. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. And I decided to try and make myself possibly this particular apron out of it because it's very kitschy Christmas stuff. And I thought, yeah, I'll do a Christmas apron. So if I have time, I'll do that. But other than that, I think I'm just going to work on making myself the nightgown and making myself the shirt and really teaching myself how to do stretch knits. This new machine does have zigzag on it, so I might as well try it. So that was kind of a short show. It was only not even 25 minutes. So until next year, when I see you guys again, I hope everybody has a great holiday, regardless of what you're celebrating. I hope that your family doesn't get on your nerves. I always wish people that because I know that it's lovely to say that we all want to spend time with our family until we have to spend time with our family. And then, yeah, it's the reason people drink. So until next time, I hope wherever you are, you're doing well. I hope wherever you are, your weather's not too horrible. So stay warm, everybody, and I will see you in 2026. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.